just want to ask real quick. Wasn't sure what the invoice is on this. I'm going to find it.
Happen to have it right here.
All right. Okay. Hang on to that for 2 seconds. Let me see if I can find my invoice sheet. I don't know why they wouldn't have it in here. Oh, there it is. It was facing backwards.
There we go.
All right. Perfect, perfect. All right.
And I'll take that one back since you have yours now.
Ah, yes, ma'am. There you go. No problem. All right. So, first things first. I think we should go over this checklist, and then I'll go over everything else. Can I use your pen for a second?
You certainly may.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. All right. So I'm just going to read these as I check them off, just to make it easier. Everybody's on the same page. Work and traffic area have been cleaned inside and outside. We got everything cleaned up out there for you. Everything's straightened up. Put a check beside it. Plumbing fixtures operate correctly, hot and cold. I turned the hot all the way on a while ago, filled the tub up. It was about to scald my hand, so you got some good temperature here in your water. Tub and shower drains properly. It drained once I put the water in there a while ago. The customer's shown how to operate all the fixtures. If you'd like, we can go in there and I can show you real quick. It's just turn it, I think it's clockwise or either counterclockwise, but it's got two little emblems. One's got a cold sign, one's got a hot sign. Ain't much to it. Pull a little bar up on the spout and it'll come out the shower head. Let's see, accessories and fixtures have been installed. All the grab bars, the shelves, and everything like that. Everything's good to go. We pointed that out earlier for you.
I believe so.
Everything's custom to you. Unit's been fully caulked and primer applied. We used white.
Where did you put primer?
Everywhere that silicone is.
Okay.
We always have to prime it. If not, that caulk will not stick on that acrylic all that
So
well.
it gets primed before?
Yes, ma'am.
It gets
Yep.
caulked?
We
Okay.
prime it, let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes, and then we start applying the caulk on there. It was probably sat longer than 5 to 10 minutes, which works out in the better benefit for you guys.
Okay.
Paintable silicone was used on the outside of the shower. Caulk or paintable caulk. That way, if you guys ever decide to repaint the bathroom, you're more than welcome to do that. I know you said you didn't really want to, though, so I don't blame you there. But we did use white silicone. We didn't have any doors. Shower curtain rod is installed, and I did show you it's a tension rod, so you just tighten it one way or the other to loosen it or tighten it. I told you about having to wait 24 to 48 hours, let everything cure out back
So I should
there.
really wait 2 days would be best.
If you'd like, it's all preference. I'll be honest with you, it really just depends on how wet that caulk is and how wet that dowel is back there. I would probably tell you to wait 48 because that plumbing wall, I had to dowel it a lot on that J-bend just to get it to stick real good. I'd probably give it 48.
All right, well, that's fair enough.
You're more than welcome to take it. It'll probably be fine tomorrow.
Well, I'm going to wait.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to give it an extra day.
when
Let
you-
that stuff cure up.
Yes, sir. That's probably the better bet on that. We're going to go over the cleaning guide. I've got all that for you right here, so I'm just going to put a check beside it. The payment is going to be received by me, so I'm going to sign this real quick. Let's see. It's going to be. Are you guys paying with a check today or a credit card? Okay. All right. So the balance due would be $61.19. And that should be a combination of the down payment and the money off on the, I seen where they had a change order on there. They took off about $140 for you or something like that. I'm not sure.
Yep, you're telling me figures that I agree with.
All right.
Lucky
so,
for you.
Lucky for me, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'd hate.
$61.49.
61.19. 61.19. And that is going to be the balance due. No extra work needs to be done. I did.
There's a spot that I do want to show you that I'm not really happy with. It's where some of the smaller pieces of the wood come out. I don't know that it looks like it's finished or flush.
Okay.
I
You
can,
want
yeah,
to
I can
it
show
real
you.
quick so I can
It's
see
just,
it?
it's small business, but it's.
No, it's fine.
What I'm looking at this piece here is not flush. And it just seems like these should be rounded off, but damn, I just barely touched it. But it just seems like it's not flush. Right there. It's not, and it's just right here. There's this gap right here in this broken tile.
Oh, I see that now. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a gap in the broken tile right here, and this just is. It looks like it's rough. It looks like it should be rounded off. I don't know if y'all do that or not, but it just doesn't look like it's done.
We typically just do it like that. But I'll tell you what I'll do. I will take a picture of it.
Beautiful.
And I will send it to my manager. And once I hear back from him, the best bet I can tell you is I am coming back out here, I believe.
Well, I don't want to be a pain in your ass.
No. Hey, you guys are not a pain, man. Y'all are paying a good amount for this. I want everything to be done right and like you guys want it. So I would recommend waiting on it to dry out.
Yeah.
If I can come up with a better solution for that, I definitely will. I will find out what I can do to
Because that just doesn't look too promising.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
With tile, man, it's very, very tedious. If one little piece breaks off, it's kind of over with. But I'll definitely
that's good.
I'll come up with a game plan for that for you, and I'll touch base with you on that. But if we let this dry and come back, I can sand that off, or I can cut it off. I can round it a little bit better.
Okay.
You know, but we normally don't round them. We normally just 45 them, stick it to the tub, and then stick it on the sides to cover up the gap on the floor.
All right. But I had to tell you about that.
Yes, sir.
And then you did mention that we're going to talk about the door also.
Yep. I've got a picture of it. I'm going to
Beautiful.
send it to my boss.
Thank you, Luke.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I will, like I said, I would recommend letting it dry. As far as function purposes, it's going to do what it is functioning to do. But I would want it to look better too. So I didn't even pay attention to it. Sometimes when you set those things in, that piece was actually flush with this bevel. Once it sits in there and adjusts a little bit, sometimes it'll push out just a hair. But like I said, it's no big deal. That's something we can take care of. I mean, it'll be a bother.
What if we hate the shower head?
I'm probably gonna quit my job. Just kidding.
No,
if you don't
the
like
shower heads are a whole lot different.
if you don't like the shower head, you just call me back and you let me know, and I'll figure something out for you.
We'll hope we like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you don't,
But
you
you
just
never
let me know.
No, you don't know until you try.
You just let me know. I might can either work something out. Like I said, with those magnetic handhelds, those are a little bit easier as far as maintenance.
But
and
that's not
cleaning.
what that is.
No, ma'am. No, that's what came with your work order. But Lowe's makes
And
them
that was what it was. If you see what I mean, that's what it was supposed to be. I'm sure it was just like a shower head.
Yes, ma'am. Just a
Nothing
standard.
major, nothing big deal.
Actually, your
But
work
some of
order
them hate
is right here. I'll tell you exactly what it said. So that is a EVA valve trim kit tub / shower chrome is the valve fixtures that I have on here.
But see, that's what you got. That's not what I got. I didn't get anything that told me what the fixtures and things were that I was going to get.
Oh, okay.
Not your fault. Not your fault.
Yes, ma'am. I have no clue. I'm sorry.
What's the deal? I'm missing something here.
The shower
He's saying
head.
that he has
I have a
on
work
his
order that
work
tells me
order
specifically the
what
size
he's
of the
supposed to
tub,
bring.
the walls, the
I don't
shelves.
have that. You
Okay.
don't have that. You didn't get that
No, we didn't get that list.
because it wasn't anything that Charlie ever went over.
Right.
Well, it's just scope of work. I'm not sure how the sales side does their thing. I'll be honest with you. They really
I
just
think
give me a
so.
folder
I
and
think
tell me
they
to
did.
go.
Maybe you could give him some tips.
You are more welcome to give me any honest feedback that you like. I am more than happy to go back and tell them anything that we can improve on. We definitely want to put a good name out there for ourselves. So any constructive criticism you have, by all means, go for it. I'm all ears. Other than that, is everything?
It looks to be good. I do want to ask about we did the curtains as they are rather than the other ones like they were. Is that
tension rod
the
as
tension
opposed
rod
to
as
the
opposed to the curvy one?
Yes, sir.
Is there any? Are we saving any money with that change?
No, sir. It's standard cost. We either do
Okay.
the curved attach rod or we do the tension rod.
Okay, well, fair enough.
That's just part of the package that they
Well,
do.
then quit. Well, tell Charlie quit upselling those bent damn rods because he made it sound like it was something I would want, and you made it sound like something I wouldn't want.
All right.
That's the feedback I got there because
Okay.
he kind of talked us into going that way. He's like, sure, you got all this room, and I was like, okay, great. And just being real. You've been great.
I really appreciate that. I've tried. I've tried my hardest. But yeah, I will definitely make sure that I get in touch with
He
somebody.
was
about
good.
that.
He was nice too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
actually met Charlie at West Shore.
Okay.
When me and him, I started off in sales with
Over
the
at West Shore
bathrooms.
Homes.
Yes, sir. But they based your appointments off where you lived. I live in Columbus County.
That's
so,
a road trip.
Well, the economy down there is not as
Yeah.
booming as other places. So you can imagine I was going in trying to sell $10,000 showers in trailers with no floors in them. So
I did home health. I worked all over.
so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, thank you so much.
Here
You
you
have
go,
to do
brother.
that. I appreciate that.
Dude, we're on the same team.
But yeah, they did not do me very well. So then I got in on the install and been doing it ever since. So
You mentioned West Shore Homes.
yes, ma'am.
Did you used to work for them?
I worked for them for about 2 years.
And you left them because?
Well, I worked there 2 years and they never gave me a pay raise. I was working 70, 80 hours a week. I mean, it just wasn't for me. Being a single parent, I do enjoy family time, enjoy time with my son. You know, if that means I got to work at McDonald's and make a quarter of what I'm making now or whatever the case is, I'm going to make sure my son's taken care of first and foremost. So I feel like there's not any amount of money that can take time away from your family. So that's kind of where I'm at, you know.
I had them come out and get estimates.
And I guarantee you they were probably about $1,500 to $2,000 more than us.
You are absolutely right. And the squirrely little kid that came out as the salesperson pissed me off from the minute he walked in the door.
Yes, ma'am.
Because, and he kept telling me how I had so much mold. You just got so much mold in here. And I'm like, and I asked him to, you know, it's not mold, it's dirt. Because that's what I think. I think it's dirt.
Right.
He kept talking about the mold.
Oh, well,
And
they use scare tactics to sell you
And how
there.
unsafe my bathroom was. And I was like, kid.
This bathroom's older than you are. So, you know, I tell you, it's just like I showed you when we opened it up. The only mold and mildew you had was on the insulation. We took all that out and put fresh sheets in there for you. So your wood was good, your floors were fine. You can tell now, it don't smell like mold and mildew in there at all.
Nope.
It smells like caulk. But yeah, everything. I think everything has worked out good. We really appreciate you guys' business. You know, I hate that it kind of drug out to Friday afternoon, but we took our time. We made sure that everything was done right to our best ability. And like I said, I do apologize about the minor
We're
things
good.
in there, but
Yeah.
I
I'm
will
a
make
crazy
sure that we take care of that. I'm going to go ahead and sign my part on here. I don't even know what the day is.
Today's the 8th.
All right, awesome. Time flies so fast, man, when you're working and busy.
Time flies, no doubt.
All right. So, before I have you sign this, it does say that I need to go over the proper cleaning guide, so that's exactly what I'm going to do.